45 steal, and they want you to spend 100,000 VC to upgrade? Nah. What it do with you, gang? I hope y'all staying blessed. Here's what nobody's telling you. Going from 85 to 99 in an attribute, the difference is not that noticeable. The game has diminishing returns built in, and you're actually spending millions of VC for like 2% improvement. I have 2 driving dunk clips. I'll give you 5 seconds to figure out which one of these has the highest driving dunk.
Hey, get dunked on, boy. Oh my God, Jesus.
If you answered clip number 2, then you're absolutely wrong. In fact, the second clip is only an 87 driving dunk, which unlocks contact dunks of 2 with a 75 vertical rating. And it gets worse. Of all the passing clips you're about to see, none of the builds have higher than 60 pass accuracy. All the passes reach their destination regardless of where my player launches the ball from. The only thing you cannot do with a low pass accuracy rating is throw lobs. Now, what about layups? Surely, the higher your layup rating, the easier it would be to finish at the rim, right? Right? Well... Meanwhile, on a build with a 45 driving layup, this is what happens. It takes a real skill gap to play on low attributes, but the way pro play works is what made this possible. And I know what I'm about to say is gonna make some of y'all really mad. Unfortunately, 2K's whole business model is VC. They need you to think that having high attributes in every category actually matters. If everyone figured out that they can average 3 steals with a 60 steal rating and average only 1 with a 91 rating, they'd probably not buy VC as much. From playing almost every mode in NBA 2K26, I can say with confidence that there is not a big gap between 90 and 99 rating, or even overall build for that matter. So with that said, here's a list of all attributes that do not need to be super high for you to be competitive in this game. However, I want to make it very clear that just because you can get away with certain lower ratings in some areas, it does not mean that this is true for every single attribute category on your build. Also, lower ratings are effective based on the position of your player and your height. When it comes to finishing, the biggest one is driving dunk. And by this point, I think some of you might have seen my short about the best value for driving dunk in this game. For any build 6'5" and under, the best value is easily 93, since it unlocks gold posterizer, and you need this since you will be going up against taller players in the paint. For players 6'5" to 6'11", 87 driving dunk is the sweet spot by far. Being taller definitely gives you better contact animations, and it is by far the most consistent combination for contact dunks I have experienced in this game. You can go up to 93, but honestly, I don't think it is worth it, unless it is a playstyle you're really attracted to. For 7-footers, targeting 87 to 89 is the way to go if you can. If not, try to target at least 75 or 80 for quick drops. Next, your driving layup. And here again, for smaller guards, 6'5" and under, you'd want your driving layup to be at least 87 or 88. For SGA or John Morant's layup packages for taller guards, the best value is 80 if you can. For LaMelo Ball's base layup package, along with Bam Adebayo's floater, since they allow you to start your animation so far away from the basket. Obviously, you'd want to maximize your 3-point shooting ability if you're a guard 6'8" and under. 93 point is the best rating, but 83 is the sweet spot if you don't care for deep bummer. For your mid-range, 92 is really the best rating, but if you cannot afford it, go for 89, which at least gives you some of the best shooting bases in the game, along with set shot specialist on gold. For your free throw, 60 is enough, but 70 or 72 would allow you to bank all of your shots from the line. Use Kobe's free throw if you're struggling. When it comes to passing, this has to be stressed again. I do not recommend that a point guard runs around with a 33 or 60 pass accuracy like I do. Instead, a PG, regardless of his height, should aim for at least 85 pass accuracy so they can unlock bailout and versatile visionary on gold. Now, the ideal pass rating for a good point guard, in my opinion, should be 92. For any other position except centers, who typically should have the highest pass accuracy after the PG, your pass accuracy does not need to be higher than 71. For ball handling, I think we all know 85 is really the best rating in NBA 2K26 by far. It unlocks D-book step back for both tall and small guards. You also get a ton of animations that are considered the meta of NBA 2K26. For small guards though, going for that 93 to 95 threshold allows you to unlock better ankle breaker animations and dribble styles altogether. So if you're PG, this is what I would recommend. For speed with ball, this is where things change a little bit. I'd advise you to go as high as possible. For builds 6'5" and under, try to reach that 91 threshold for lightning launch on Hall of Fame. 80 for players that are 6'5" and taller, with the exception of 6'9" players whose speed with ball caps at 75. If you're on a 7-footer, try to get 60 to 65 ball handling and 55 speed with ball for Giannis's animations. Or if you can, try to get 70 ball handle and 65 speed with ball for Kevin Durant's animation. Those to me are the best for players 6'10" and above.
Hey, Davide, yo, any.
For defense, things get a bit more interesting. You've probably always thought that the higher the perimeter defense, the better, right? Wrong. In NBA 2K26, having high physicals is more important than high perimeter defense. In these clips, I am locking people up with a 75 perimeter defense while having 89 speed and agility on a 6'8 build. You clearly see that you do not need high perimeter defense to be effective on that side of the ball. Rather, aim for 85 or 87 perimeter defense. As long as you have high physical ratings, you will get stuffs. This applies mostly to tall guards 6'6 to 6'9. If you're 6'5 and under, do me a favor and get your rating to at least 92, because smaller players are at a huge disadvantage because of the lack of size. If you go up against a player like me who knows his jumper inside out, I will shoot over you anytime I get the chance to, because I know you cannot contest. For players 6'10 and above, you do not need to go past 72 perimeter defense. You can cover more ground thanks to the height of your player very easily. The most important attribute on defense is by far block, because it helps more with your perimeter contest than 2K devs probably intended. So for your block, push it as high as you possibly can. If you have cap breakers to raise it higher, do so. It is very cheap on players 6'5 to 6'9. If you need an actual number, I'd say 74, because it is the sweet spot. You can unlock paint patroller and high flying denier as well. For centers, you should not be allowed to have a rating lower than at least 88, regardless of your wingspan. For steal, nothing, and I mean nothing, higher than 73 makes sense in this game. I tested this on so many builds, and I can promise you that even 60 is good enough. You can get steals on steals. If you do not believe me, just watch the intro clips again. 91 and up have been broken, but not in a good way, because you do not really get more on-ball steals as much as you think. By this point, I think everyone is pretty much aware of this. It takes skills to get steals consistently in this game, and having a high steal rating is not really going to make you magically get more steals on defense. I am not spending too much time on rebounds, because we all know the best value is 60 defensive rebounding for bronze rebound chaser. Get that on your build if you can, and you will clearly grab more boards in this game. Now, before all of the so-called comp players attack me in the comments for how low some of the ratings that I suggested are, I'd just like to tell you that it's not the rating that makes the player, it's the person holding the sticks. Plus, comp, so-called comp, is filled with cheaters, and we all know they run away from the smoke all the time. There you have it. Stop chasing the high attribute ratings so you can save on your VC spending, because NBA 2K has literally turned into an online casino where the house always wins, and the cheaters are definitely part of the house. And if you'd like to know how I made some of the builds I used in this video, go ahead and click on any of the videos that appear on your screen. Let me know in the comments what attribute you think works the best at its lowest, and stay tuned for the next video. Until then, stay Gucci. You know Gucci's out. Peace.